The Legend of Zelda series, a video game franchise that not only spans the generations, but is often claimed to be the best video game franchise out there. However, in this video we will not be praising The Legend of Zelda for its innovations and triumphs in the video game industry. No, in this video we will be talking about the physics of one of its items, specifically the Hylian Shield. This shield has survived attacks from even the friendliest cuckoos to the deadliest gods, including Demise, an evil demon lord.
So what is this shield made of?
Good question, Maverick. In reality, there is no definite answer. No matter how many times you look it up on Wikipedia, the search results are nothing. First world problems.
In actuality, it only boils down to 3 metals.
Steel, tungsten, and titanium.
These metals are the only candidates for the makeup of this shield because A, they are strong and tough, and B, they are found abundantly on Earth.
So, tungsten. It's a really buff metal. In fact, it's the strongest metal known to man. This might seem like an awesome quality, except that you have to take into account its biggest flaw, its density.
Tungsten's density is 19,300 kilograms per cubic meter.
That also reminds me of a certain dense transitional metal. After doing a lot of boring calculations, I found out that Link's shield must have a volume of 0.0146 meters cubed. If you multiply this with the density of tungsten, you get 281 kilograms, or 619 pounds.
Next up is steel. Steel, the strongest alloy on the planet, is approximately 7,550 kilograms per cubic meter. If you multiply this measure by the volume of Link's shield, you would get about 114.53 kilograms, or about 252.5 pounds.
Although this is significantly lighter than tungsten, it still weighs in around 1.5 of a person, which is pretty heavy. Lastly, titanium. Although it isn't the strongest metal in the world, it is the most used metal in the world, since it is resistant to corrosion and is very light, while still being strong in its own league.
If you factor in titanium's density,
which is 4,500 kilograms per cubic meter,
with the volume of Link's shield, you would get 65.65 kilograms, or about 144.73 pounds. All in all, titanium would be the most likely metal that would make up the Hylian Shield because it has the lowest density out of the 3 metals and is resistant to corrosion.
So if this shield was actually made of titanium, would it be realistic?
Short answer, no. Complicated answer, it's complicated.
See, the strongest attack that the Hylian Shield survived was in Ocarina of Time when facing Ganon in his final form, Super Saiyan 1.
During this fight, Ganon is 6 meters tall and he raises his blade 8 meters above the ground. Since it takes him 1/4 of a second to swing his sword, he swings it at a velocity of 32 meters per second. Assuming that Ganon's arm and his sword weigh 60 kilograms in total, we can plug this into Newton's second law of motion, which is force equals mass times acceleration. This equation will help us to determine the force that Ganon's sword inflicts on Link's shield.
If we plug in the numbers, the total is 7,680 newtons of force. That is equal to 783.36 kilograms, since 1 newton equals to 102 grams. But let's take this one step further. Since the equation for pressure is force divided by area, we can calculate the amount of pascals that are put on Link's shield and thus length. Since the newtons are 7,680 and the area that hits the shield and sword is around 0.00005 meters squared, that is around 153.6 million pascals, or MPa.
With this much pressure on Link, he would have to hold up the equivalent of 169 tons, which is about the weight of 768 cars. Under this pressure, Link will definitely have all of his bones broken, and if the impact lasts long enough, it can even liquefy him.
Yeah, Link, no amount of red potion will help you there.
Now, you might say Link is magical. He survived attacks from the deadliest monsters, and he brushes it off with just a single potion.
Which is literally impossible.
There must be something to him. Well, let's say that Link somehow keeps his ground and does stay intact.
Again, impossible.
However, we still need to factor in his shield. Titanium, the metal that we assumed made up the shield, has a yield strength of around 125 MPa, which means that it could withstand a good amount of pressure before bending and or breaking. It's not guaranteed that the shield will break, but it is very likely to. However, titanium's ultimate tensile strength, the point where a metal is 100% likely to shatter, is around 246 MPa.
Anyway, getting back to Link, the floor under him would probably be destroyed, since the ultimate tensile strength of concrete is around 20 MPa, and he's not even standing on concrete. Instead, he's standing on dirt.
In conclusion, the Hylian Shield would be unlikely to exist in real life, because it doesn't seem to break or dent when faced with the highest pressures.
However, we shouldn't rule out the possibility, because maybe the Nintendo team was just too lazy to add that in. But hey, that's just a theory. A discounted game theory! Thanks for watching. Well guys, thanks for watching. A big shout out to VideoScribe for helping me animate this video. Without it, this video would suck.